So I will be discussing few more questions about polity. So this was the first question and its answer is B. Now it is a direct question from standard books because it is explicitly mentioned in article 39C of the constitution. And now I would like to advise all the aspirants, especially those who are giving their first attempt, that at least for article 1 to 50 you should go through the Bayer Act. And the most popular book which even I consulted during my first attempt and it paid rich dividends till my second attempt was the Bayer Act book by PM Bakshi sir. और उसमें एक बार while going through that book you also need to go through some important judgments and especially get the updated edition because some judgments are directly being asked in the mains. So this question directly from the DPSP part, and for article 1 to 50 go through Bayer Acts by PM Bakshi sir, and you can see the pattern here. Last year also one direct question from DPSP was asked, that was article 50, separation of executive from judiciary. So this highlights the importance of the part 1, 2, 3 and 4 as well as 4A of the constitution, and it should be read in a very holistic manner with more clarity as well as understanding. And remember Bayer Acts along with important judgments which are mentioned in Bayer Acts. Now question number 3. Now it is a very easy question and its answer is sovereign democratic republic, because the word secular and socialist as well as the word integrity, it was added in the constitution in the preamble part by 42nd Amendment Act. Now I would like to highlight that at least try to remember the important changes made by two constitutional amendments, that are 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act which is also known as mini constitution. तो इसके प्रोविजंस, इसमें क्या क्या चेंजेस लाए गए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में, स्पेशली इन द इमरजेंसी पावर्स एंड द डिवीजन ऑफ पावर्स, सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर्स बिटवीन डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट, वो काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट कुछ उस चेंजेस को फिर से करेक्ट करने के लिए जो 44th अमेंडमेंट एक्ट लाया गया और उसके थ्रू इमरजेंसी प्रोविजंस में कितने सारे चेंजेस आए और फिर डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में क्या क्या चेंजेस आए. तो ये दो अमेंडमेंट जो है ना, for any sincere candidate, this 42nd as well as 44th Amendment Act, it is very very important and you should go through it with utmost care. Now next question, constitutional government means. Now we have a constitutional government in India. So what does it mean? It means that constitution is supreme, that is part D, constitution is supreme, that is no organ of the government, be it legislature, judiciary or executive, is above the constitution. Constitution is supreme. Now this is very important in the sense that in the year 2019 mains a question was asked about constitutionalism, and it has more or less same meaning, that constitution is supreme, rule of law is supreme and no one is above the constitution. So what I am trying to emphasize, that aspirants, especially the sincere aspirants, should at least go through previous year question papers at least from 2013 to 2020 for both prelims and mains, and now a better conceptual clarity about the mains portion can also help you in solving the prelims paper. So it is a very very easy question. And now moving on. Now this is a very tricky question, and the news about judicial custody, police custody and different actions taken by different courts like High Court and Supreme Court has been in recent news since last more than 1.5 years in different cases. Now before going through the right answer, firstly we need to understand that there are two types of custody. Firstly judicial custody, and then there are there is police custody. So, first type is judicial, second type is police custody. Now, if you understand the difference between both these, judicial as well as police custody, then you will automatically get the answer. So, in police custody, you are in the police lockup, in the police station, and police has the power to in आपसे पूछताछ करने का पावर है पुलिस के पास. While in judicial custody आप जेल में होते हो, like कि the person is in jail and the authorities require the permission of the magistrate in order to interrogate the accused person. So, the first part, judicial custody means that accused is in custody of the concerned magistrate. So, accused is not in the custody of police, but he is in the custody of magistrate, and such accused is locked up in police station. This part is wrong. Locked up in jail, and so this option A is wrong. Now, second option, like I said, the police officer in charge of the case is not allowed to interrogate the suspect without the approval of the court. So, this option is right, this is wrong. So, the right answer will be 2 only. Now, moving on. Before moving on, I would like to mention that things which are in news, especially which are directly related to fundamental rights, like I mentioned part 1, 2, 3 and 4 of the constitution, should be read in detail with due attention. For instance, the concept of custody, parole, bail was in news in recent past. Apart from that, these are the derived questions from article 20 as well as 22. So, what are the keywords? Keywords like custody, bail, parole, it should be googled out, and you need to develop an holistic understanding, especially in regards to Indian scenario. So, you need to develop that habit of googling certain terms which are in news. Now, this is also a very interesting and very easy question, and this question also shows that if a person applies his mind in the examination with calmness, then he can solve the question with basic knowledge and from anywhere. For instance, firstly, parole. So, firstly I would like to explain what is the difference between parole and bail. In parole, the concerned person has already been convicted and he is in jail and he is serving his sentence, and if the jail authorities sees that his behavior is very good, he is showing good display of character, then he can be released before completion of the term. But this is not an right. I remember a very funny incident, like in the movie Shawshank Redemption, the side character was constantly denied parole by the jail authorities. So, if it is a matter of right, how can he be denied the parole? So, it is not a matter of right, it is up to the jail authorities to whether give him a parole or not. So, the first option is blatantly wrong. So, it is not a matter of right. Then the second thing, state governments have their own prison release on parole rules, and it is absolutely correct. And then again I would like to highlight the importance of presence of mind as well as being aware of the current happenings. For instance, during the recent COVID times, what happened? Like due to the fear of COVID spreading out in prisons, different state governments came up with different set of rules and regulations in order to release the prisoners, in order to lessen the crowding which used to happen in the prisons. And according to statistics of NCRB as well as different committee reports, our prisons are already overcrowded. So, different states came up with different guidelines and rules in order to release the prisoners. So, it shows that it is the prerogative of different state governments. So, part B is right. So, the answer will be 2 only. Now, moving on. It is a very easy question. It is directly from the law, that it is under the provision and supervision of Ministry of Tribal Affairs, which looks after all the implementation part of Forest Right Act 2006. Now, it is a direct question, very easy. but I would like to mention that there are certain laws which are related to environment, and every year, like I have been given prelims since last 2 years, and every year I find that some or the other law is picked up and certain questions are directly been asked from the law. So, apart from this, I would like all the candidates to at least go through very specific provisions of certain acts which I am going to mention now. Firstly, you need to go through Wildlife Protection Act 1972, then Forest Conservation Act of 1980, then you need to go through Environmental Protection Act of 1986, then you need to go through some provisions of Biodiversity Act of 2002, Forest Right Act of 2006, and one source which I can recommend is that you can go through forestry optional notes in order to refer to these specific acts which are related to environment as well, and it is also overlapping with polity, because it will increase your chances of getting the right answer correct. Now, moving on. So, the source I mentioned that you can go through the forestry optional notes of any institute in order to go through these acts a bit in detail. Now, moving on, it is a very easy question. However, certain people whom I know were very confused about Article 14 or Article 32. Now, I went through one of the judgments in which the Honorable High Court categorically told that Article 14 entails that Article 14 deals with equality before the law and no one is above the law. What does it imply? It implies that discretionary power of the authorities are checked by constitution as well as the concept of rule of law, which we have adopted in our country in order to run the government efficiently. Why? Because when we adopted the constitution, before that we were a police state. Britishers ruled over us and there was no rule of law as such, and the people were oppressed. So, in order to check the unchecked discretionary power of the authorities, different organs of the government, this beautiful provision was included under Article 14 of the Constitution that entails to put a check on the discretionary power of the authorities. Why Article 32 is not the right option? Firstly, because it is very specific, only related to the fundamental rights. It is very specific. And then again, this question is not specific, this question is very general. And then Article 14 का जो real motto है वो rule of law है, and then no one is above the law. So, Article 14 will be the right answer, and it has been iterated in one of the Supreme Court judgment, but I do not think that aspirants should be so much concerned about different judgments and restrict themselves to certain limited judgments which are actually very important. Thank you. Sir.